Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I am going to show you how to make jasmine rice. Now the thing is that everybody might know the seasoning, but you don't know where they get that floral from in the rice. It gives that floral smell and taste that you have. Rose water. You can pick it up at a Middle Eastern store or you can order it from Amazon. But I'm going to show you how I make jasmine rice. I'm going to have to turn you away from me because I'm using a back burner for a smaller pot. They don't have all the burners the same size anymore, though I remember it differently when I was growing up. Hold on. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan. You're going to need to mince some garlic. By the way, you cannot add any stock, you cannot add any whey to it or anything. And how do I know? I just threw it out, it didn't work. The whey interfered with the jasmine, so you have to use water. Hold on, I'm going to get you down lower so you don't tilt over. So we're going to melt this and put 2 garlics minced in here with the, how much cumin did I put in? A teaspoon of turmeric, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin, and an 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, these are the seasonings, and you'll need 1 cup of rice. White rice, I don't know if it'll go well with parboiled rice, but I'm going to see if I can make it with parboiled rice, and we'll see how that goes. And that's 2 minced garlic. No, I don't want this one. This is the one I want. Now what we're doing is blooming, which I told you about. It's a very quick procedure that you do. So see, when we're cooking and experimenting, sometimes food does go into the trash. That's going into the trash because it did not work. And I used whey, thinking that whey would be the best. Now I'm stirring this around, coating all the rice grains, as you can see. See, they use chemicals because it's too expensive to use natural. That's why they use a lot of chemicals, because it's easier for them and cheaper, though they charge you a bigger price. Now I'm going to put in 4 tablespoons of rose water. And they used to use this at one time in colonial times, and then it ran out of favor. I don't know why. It does give nice flavor to the rice. And you can smell it. I'm not kidding. You really can smell it. Now we're going to add some water. See, I'm always quick to try things. Now I'm going to add some plain water into this. And I'll let this rice cook, come to a boil, then I'm going to turn it down to simmer. Will I be probably adding more water? Yes, but I'm only going to add a little bit at a time as I need it. Now where did I put the lid to this pot? Don't worry, I have it. I didn't put it up. If I put it up, I should shoot myself. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to let this boil, and when it dries, I'm going to taste the rice and see if it needs more. But that's the floral taste that you taste in jasmine is actually rose water. Balsamic uses the same thing. So if you want to get away from the 2-AP, that's how you do it. Now, I read the boxes. They do not mention 2-AP, and if you buy the bag of jasmine rice, it does not mention 2-AP. Like it's not even there, but it's there, and it causes breathing problems and heaven knows what else. But these chemicals are the synthetic things that they're putting into our food that we're eating. Is what it's done is it can get into the cells. Before, the body, if it was in the food, the body would throw it out. But they have done it in such a manner now that the cells, when the blood is pushing it around, it absorbs these chemicals and your cells start dying at a faster rate. You wonder why you're aging and you're achy at an early age? Look, I'm 71 and I don't have arthritis, all right? They haven't pulled my teeth, you know. I got all my teeth and everything else. But this is, it's one thing, but you don't know if it's in other foods that you're eating. So you're not getting a little bit, you're getting a lot in your body every day. Every day is getting this. It's bombarded with everything they're doing to our foods and the water that we drink. So we need as much help as we can to get away from as much of it as we can. And that's what I do for the health of my family. Am I perfect at it? No, I'm sure they're wiggling something in there. But I try to stay on top of this like everybody else. We have to take our health. You can't run to the government and expect them to help you because they don't really care about you. They want their tax dollars to spend. And when you die, they'd love to study your body. So believe you me, and the pharmaceutical companies are the companies that grow our food. So they get you when you're young. They give out the medication. Then they get it in the food. And then you come back to them, you need the medication. Man, they've got you coming and going. I have no way except to do the best I can in the kitchen and share all of this information with you. I have to add more water. I need more water. So the reason I do this is to help you to walk through this minefield of chemicals. And the only way you could do it is if you actually go back to getting into the kitchen. There's nothing else we can do. But anyway, I'll show you this when it's done. But you did see a failure. I showed you right there. It's going into the trash. I tried putting whey in it because I knew it was the last thing to make it more nutritious where it wouldn't affect the flavor. Sorry, didn't work. I'll see you when it's done. Okay. Okay, balsamic rice has the same 2-AP in it, okay? Just like jasmine rice here. And they say toss with a fork. In every recipe I've ever read about them. But it must be made with water, both of them, because no matter what I use, and the last hope of trying something different was to see if I could put whey in it, but it didn't work. But anyway, this is jasmine rice done at home on your own, and that floral that you love in it is actually rose water. And hold on, I'll get the paper. Now, balsamic rice, you use rose water just like in it, just like you do in the jasmine, but they say the seasonings can be oil, cumin seeds, whole cloves, cinnamon stick, coriander pods, salt. Onion is optional. So they grind them up where they get, but we get our cumin already ground and our cloves already ground and the cinnamon stick already ground and the cardamom pods are already ground, so we can just measure out according to our taste. And the onion, if you're going to use onion, I would recommend using scallions, which a lot of you call, what do you call them? You call them green onions in the South, which is the wrong terminology. They're called scallions. And you can do the same thing. Just add the rose water. I use 4 tablespoons to 1 cup of rice, and you will have that floral taste and smell that you like. Remember that you'll be blooming the seasonings in the oil, so make sure you put the rice in shortly afterwards, because blooming means to just get the flavors into that oil. And you throw the rice in and you stir it around, add your rose water, turn it around, then add a little bit of water at a time and just let it cook, and that's it. Okay? And so you can make your own balsamic rice, or you can make your jasmine rice on your own. So take care. Bye-bye.